Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with a band.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Twist on Travis.
Yeah, right there, 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
94. X3. 218. Chop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Markel Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Come on. Check. Go team, Spill.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the curl.
Hey, high 7.
56 is the mic.
Deep grip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and inches, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On 1st down, Singletary. 20, 10, 5. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Wahoo!
2nd and 11. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike 52.
Watch the slant. 2 times. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back 2's the mic. Back 2. Check the backer. Watch the shit.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Check.
Go.
On second down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give to Michel running right. And brought down, but not before. Patriot 1st down on a.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel.
Expression 3 yards in a cloud of. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Coming after you.
Check 52. Hey, Delta.
That's right, man.
Deep river.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On second down, Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. Check pass, check pass.
On first down, Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Go, go.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, check 24, watch 24. 80 weapons.
Check smooth. Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 13. Got a man open. That's Harry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Dorsey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Christian Travis.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check, cross.
Singletary to get the drive started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, Singletary. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Singletary. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
5-2, ready? 5-2. Man, I got you.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
52's the mic. Alert! Tight end's left. Alert! Alert! 3 down.
On first down, Singletary. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Dorsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
All day, dog.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
60 more. General West.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Second and 6. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run here with Singletary. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Here's Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
64, weak.
Dude, he's crashing. He's checking crash.
Bravo.
Right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They go right back to Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Mike 50. Mike 54. Hey.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Slam.
Hey, foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bills send the punter out. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna